Being an immigrant, I was born in Mexico, and I came here when I was about 6 years old. And and that's a fairly young age where you're really kind of being molded into the human you're going to become. And I feel, in retrospect, I feel that I was really indoctrinated into a very westernized way of thinking. And in a way, you're really taught to be quiet because maybe a lot of your realities are not being reflected, whether it's on the books or even social media or TV, you name it. It's not happening. So you almost realize that you are invisible and that maybe those concerns are not valid. But it wasn't until it kind of clicked on me that I was like, wait a minute, I have to have a deeper history, like I understand this culture, but what about my own? As a country, as a nation, we oftentimes think about ourselves in binaries. So it's either rich or poor, or it's black or white. And I think, being a Latinx identifying person, I think that Latinx and Latino folks at large really truly destabilize those notions, because there isn't just black or white, there's black and white. And so for this body of work, I'm actually creating a series of 20 garments that will be worn by 20 performers. And I really, I'm not a traditional artist, so the performers themselves are typically very obscured. So, I have floral wigs that I put on them, so they obscure their faces, and they're very colorful, and you see they're friendly, but you can't see them, so you don't know who they are and you can't identify them. So again, it really ties back to my large project, Alienation, where I'm really, it's a play on words. So a nation of aliens, that we are all immigrants, and also alienation, that it's lonesome, that it's alienating to be an immigrant. So I decided to apply to Halcyon because, there are very few amazing opportunities like this out there. There are, I was used to short residencies and then living off of like the little grant to grant or project to project, but I really did feel that I needed that downtime to focus on the practice full time. It's been so good to me right now. Entering a space like this that is so much about your practice, and then being, in communion with others that are also investigating their own practices, has been the most rewarding. It's those late night studio, shifts that we run into each other, and somebody has the most insightful words. Getting access to the DC community has been great. I'm originally from Baltimore, so I'm just down the street. But again, it's a nice situation to have mentors introduce you to, people you should know. Creative has always changed, the definition has changed, but for me, I would say that the immediate gut response is resourceful, and just really being able to create with within your means, and create something meaningful and worthy.